Hi, today I'm going to show you how to bulk import leads into Marketo. Maybe you want to automate some process where you're receiving leads in a CSV file or an XLSX file regularly, and you want to set it up so that these leads just go straight into Marketo. So here's an example spreadsheet. This is my lead data. I have an email, first name and last name of a lead I want in Marketo. So I'm going to start with this file. Maybe you get it from some company or some form or something, and you can say I get this weekly, daily, monthly. Take this example file you have. After signing up for EasyCSV, you'll come to a page like this that helps you set up your import page. You can drag the CSV file here. In this time, I'm going to just search for the file on my drive. Cool. Well, you can name the import. Maybe you could, if you have clients that you're importing leads for, you could name it by client. These are the columns from the CSV I'm using to set up. If there was more columns I didn't want, I could uncheck them, and EasyCSV will only look at the ones you tell it about and ignore everything else. So click Next, and then we'll find Marketo. We'll choose Marketo as the destination, and you're on your import page. There's still two things we need to do before an import, but once it's all set up, you'll be able to drag files here, and then I'll show you ways to automate as well. So the first thing you have to do is put in your Marketo API info from your account. So you can click this button, or you can go into the import data flow, which kind of details out how the import page automation process works. The top part is all the ways you can give a file to EasyCSV. You can email it. You can tell EasyCSV to go get it from FTP on a schedule or Google Sheets or Google Drive. You can make a post request with the file, or you can always drag and drop from the import page itself. So there's a bunch of ways EasyCSV can get the file and help you automate. The middle section is the three columns you've told EasyCSV about. You can filter out bad data. Maybe there's like a total row or an extra row at the top or something. You can filter that out. Virtual fields are a special EasyCSV thing. Check our docs for it. But you can use these to combine and make new fields, or you can clean data. It's just a way to get the data ready to map into Marketo. At the bottom is the destination, which is Marketo. We have to do two things. We have to put in our API info to basically connect Marketo to EasyCSV, and then we have to tell the import process to say these fields from the file, the CSV file, the columns, are going to be these fields in Marketo. So if we click this here, you'll see you'll hit Marketo here. You'll have to put in your Marketo host name, which it has a link for how to find that, but it should look like this. You'll put in your client ID, which we have links to help find that stuff, and you'll put in your client secret. At the end, we only can create and update leads right now. In the field to search by to see if a lead already exists, we're going to use email address. You can select different ones if you want. And there's some options here. You can create a new record if no match is found, if you want to create new ones. If you uncheck this, then you're only going to be updating existing records. Usually people like to do both, or maybe they only want to create new ones, and anything that's existing, that'll be ignored. So put that info in. I have a page here that has my info in, so I can show the next part. This is just a test page I have. If I go back to the import flow, the last step is mapping fields. So once you click this, we use your API info to go and get all the fields that you have in Marketo for your leads. And we put those Marketo fields on the left. And on the right, you get to pick, the fields that relate to from the spreadsheet should be in the Marketo field. So this is a virtual field. I made one here. If I scroll down, I'll see that I've selected first name for first name and last name and email from the file. I'll tell you what type it is and the max length as well, in case some are numbers, like here's a date. So if you need to massage the data in a certain type, you can use EasyCSV virtual fields. This particular one has a ton of fields for the lead, so you can scroll all the way to the bottom. Sometimes, I have to grab this over here and scroll all the way, and then you just click Save. And there's some fields that are excluded because they're read-only, so there will be a bunch of fields on your model. Marketo has a ton of fields for leads, so I would say put your fields in, scroll all the way down, and save. Cool. Let's go back to the top. Well, I might just save it down here. Cool. And then once you put in your API info and map those fields, you're ready to do an import. Once you do an import, you'll get a nice result down here. It'll tell you what happened in this case, this import. I imported 3 rows of lead data. 1 was updated, 2 were skipped. I probably had this selection to not create. So you'll get a nice report. You'll also get an email of the result. Just to talk quickly about automating, you can always, if you get the file regularly, email it here. If you're using Zapier or something, you go in here and you can have a Zap send the file that you're receiving, via post request if you want. You can enable that. Check our docs. There's a bunch of different ways you can get the file to EasyCSV in an automated way, and then this process you've set up will just happen, and all the leads will flow into Marketo. If you have any issues, please reach out to EasyCSV support via chat or email, and we're happy to help. Thanks.